So I've put in the eggs. I add the slightly warm water and boiled the water. I've mixed it up. And then I'll mix this in properly. The mix of the batter is not supposed to be so thin or so thick, just good enough to be cooked. So I'll show you once I've mixed this up. So it's well mixed. You make sure that there are no lumps of flour that is not well beaten or mixed. So this texture is good enough for pancakes. The self-raising flour has baking powder in it, so you don't add baking powder. But if you're using the normal flour for chapati without that is not pre-mixed, you can add baking powder. So depending on how many cups of flour you're using, you add baking powder. So if you're using 1 cup, you add one teaspoon of baking powder. If you're using 2 cups, the size of the cup is what I use is this size. If you don't have the self-raising flour. So I'm preheating the oil, and the oil should be a little bit much because they need a lot of oil. So I'm done doing this. I'll use this to scoop. I want to test the oil if it is hot enough. So not yet. Once the oil is hot enough, we'll put them. Then I'll just show you how to put them. And once they're done, I'll show you, and they'll be ready for us to have with our tea. So I do a full scoop of a serving spoon, and I make sure that I don't splash or sprinkle on the sides. Then you spread it in. That's pancake number 1. Pancake 2. So I'll show you once I'm done. I'll put all of them, then we'll turn and I'll show you once they're ready. So you know they're getting ready once they start bursting out those bubbles, and once they're bursted completely, I'll turn. They will be brown on the other side. So comment there below, do you call them pancakes or drop scones? I call them pancakes for a long time, so I could be wrong with the name, but that's what I call them, and I love them because they're very tasty. You can add cinnamon, you can add vanilla, whatever you want your flavor to be. Yeah, so you see it's nicely brown. That's the first one I put. I'm waiting for the others to start popping out. So this one looks like it's ready too. Yeah, it's okay. So you can enjoy this with tea. They're very nice. Welcome to Adventures with Katabi. We are making the drop scones, or what I call them pancakes. So we mixed in self-rising flour. We put sugar and salt and 4 eggs, and then I mixed in to a thick batter, not very thick. That is what is good enough for pancakes. You see how big they are. They're big. They're cooking the other side. So enjoy this cooking process and let me know how yours turned out. I'll show you once they are done. So this is how they look like, ready. They are so big nicely. You just have two and you're fine. So here I made and soaked dates in hot water. So this is a syrup, the water that has come out of the dates. I want to blend them and then I'll warm them a bit, and that will be our syrup to eat with the pancake. So I'm removing the seeds and the skin. I don't know if I should be removing the skin or not. This is the first time I'm doing a date syrup. It's sweet. So I'm soaked like 3 days in hot water in this jar. And I want to blend. So we are going on well, round 2 of pancakes. I did not add oil. This is the same oil I put in the first, for the first ones. And they are looking lovely, lovely, lovely. So we are going on well. I'll make a syrup from dates, natural sugar. I'm peeling them off and removing the skin and the seed. Kwa Kiswahili ni tende. And soak them for 3 days in hot. I put hot water and I soaked them. So this is the syrup I want to blend and warm it a bit, and that will be our natural syrup. Sweetened, very nice. We are done with pancake. Welcome to Adventures with Katabi. Someone wanted some porridge. It's almost done. And the syrup is heating up here. We want it to solidify. Then we will have it with our pancakes. Thank you for watching. That was the pancake process, or the drop scones, as you wish. Thank you for your support. See you in the next video. Bye bye.